Okay, we're going to assume that we've drawn the front view of the drawing correct. Take a look at the isometric view. The front view is the correct size and the shape. We're going to start by drawing a construction line 1.5 inches from the top corner of the front view, the top left-hand corner, 1.5 inches straight up using polar tracking. Then we're going to draw another construction line straight up from the corner of the right side of the front view. And we can draw a horizontal line straight across to connect the two lines there. Now that's going to be the bottom line of the top view. We're going to draw the left side of our top view right now using construction lines again. And basically the top view is going to look like a rectangle with the hole cut into it. Now we're going to draw another line using polar tracking. It doesn't matter how long we draw it because we can always trim it off later. Then we're going to snap to the construction line on the right hand side, and you can see we've got a rectangle now. Basically what we have to do next is we have to show the hole cut in to the top view using hidden lines, but before we do that we've got to draw construction lines.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So let's use our quadrant snap. Snap to the left side of the circle to draw a line straight up. And that's going to probably end up being a hidden line on the top view to show the hole. If you were to see through it, you'd see a hole cut through it. And then we're going to use our quadrant snap on the right-hand side and draw another line straight up. And now you can start to see our construction lines forming the actual top view. Now we're going to draw our object lines to represent the rectangular-looking top view. And then next, we're going to draw our hidden lines to represent the hole cut through. If you were to see through the top view, you would see a hole cut through, and the hidden lines represent the hole cut through in the top view. Next, we're going to do our right side view.
Ho, 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 ho.
We're going to box off the front view. See how I've boxed it off on the right-hand corner? Just using polar tracking, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to draw a 45-degree angled line. I think I used in this demonstration 10 inches long. Then I'll project the lines over with the top view to the 45-degree angle line. I've projected the top line and the top view over. Now I have projected the bottom line of the top view over to the 45-degree angle line. And we're going to keep projecting here. We're going to now go from the intersection of that 45-degree line straight down using polar tracking. And again, using your endpoint snap or your intersection snap and drawing a line, construction line straight down. Notice how we keep drawing those lines. Now we're going to have to project our lines off of the front view. And take a look at the image as I draw it and see how I do this.
Jordan fades back, swoosh, and that's the game!
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow?
And of course, on the side view, we've got to show that hole cut in, because if you were to see through that side view, you'd have to somehow represent the hole. And the way we're going to do that is project lines from the quadrants of the circle, both the top quadrant and the bottom quadrant, and those will eventually become hidden lines. Notice how our side view is being constructed using our construction lines. Now I draw solid object lines over the construction lines to represent the top and the bottom and the two sides of the object. And then, of course, we're going to create our hidden lines using lines we projected over from the quadrant of the circle. And there we've got our side view of the object. And this is what the complete drawing looks like with the construction lines hidden. And to hide those, just go to your Layers toolbar and click on the icon that looks like the light bulb and turn it off. But we do need something called a center line. We have to show a center line through those holes that are cut. So we're going to draw our center line here. We're going to put that center line right through that first hole that was cut in the top view. Then we're going to do a little offsetting, offset our object lines 1/4 inch on top and bottom, and then we're going to trim our center lines because we don't want them sticking out too far. So let's do that. Trim the center lines. Now we can get rid of those offset lines that we made because we don't need those anymore. So get rid of those. And now we need to draw a center line through the side view to show that there is a hole cut in there, and there's the center of the circle with the center line. And again, we're going to do the offset thing, offsetting the object lines 1/4 inch on the side view, and then we're going to trim the center line on the side view so that it's nice and neat. There we have it.
Who that? Who there?
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.